Good morning, everyone. Surfgal. We are playing some more Pokémon Reborn, and I've changed up my team a little bit here. We're going to be doing some backtracking and some growth here. Well, one step forward, and then we're going to backtrack. Because apparently, if we take the next step, it's going to be a... The next step is a big one, basically. Where we're going to end up in a bunch of, like, things one after the other. So... I still hate this area so much. There's a fountain here now. Oh, okay. Apparently there's a Remoraid here in this fountain that was not here before. I still don't have... Okay, well... This is gonna be interesting. I guess let's see if we can catch it. That was a crit. I was hoping a weak, not very effective move would work, but oh well. Oh well. Yeah, part of the reason I used the repel here is just straight up so that we can get out. Because our next stop is the Pokemart that has been moved over here. Wild Ride is finally over. I think the building jumped around. I think the building jumping around broke some of the merchandise in the back. If you feel sorry for us, buy something. That's fair. I will. I'm gonna spend 20k on Great Balls, or buy 20 Great Balls rather. We're going to go over here to get the herbal extract, which is going to be used for the story. It's a flying Pokemart. I came in to pick up some potions and poof, we're magically somewhere else. Okay, let's see how much money we've got left. Whoops. Those are not worth anything, and I probably should not have sold that. Oh well. Let's do a quick check here. If there's anything offhand that we can ditch. I think I'm okay with selling. That's not worth selling. None of these are worth selling. Okay, that's what I need to know. Okay. We're gonna pop back over here. And this lady is the one who was in town earlier and got teleported out. I was sitting in the front of the center, and then all of a sudden I fell out of the air and landed here. I landed on my leg, and I don't think I can move. Could you grab some herbal extract from the Pokemart in town? I'm sure it'll heal my leg right up. Till then, I don't think I can move. That's the herbal extract. I feel much better now. That was so scary. I'd like you to have this. New department store sticker. I'm gonna head back into town now, but thank you for saving me. So that's why we bought two. One was for her. Now, like I said, moving forward here, we're going to start the next section of the story. And I'm not ready for that quite yet because we have some new Pokemon to train. We have some backtracking we can do. We've got our Eevee, and there's a few things that I missed in this other section. So before we continue leaving further, this area in particular, the one with the train cars, has a bunch of items in it. And I didn't get any of them because I was focused on the puzzle. I'm trying to remember what the enemies here are before I... That should be okay. House key, awesome. That is one of the things that we are going to be looking for. So we've been looking for that house key for a while. That's gonna let the move, the move relearner into their house. If you're not familiar with the move relearner from the Pokemon or from other Pokemon games, basically this gives you a way to learn level or moves that were learned at an earlier level. And in some cases, that actually extends a little further, and you can learn moves that you normally wouldn't have learned for whatever reason. It's going to be useful, basically. And there's several Pokemon we're going to be able to power up a little bit from that. Now, none of the other items here are amazing, but there's at least one other that I want to make sure we grab. And that was mostly because I don't know what it is. I saw it on a list of things that were going to be around here, and I was like, I don't know what that is, and that probably means that it's something that they added, and it's probably something that I want. Protein, nice. Corrupted Pokeball. That is the other thing I was looking for. So I have no idea what this is. And okay, it is actually a Pokeball. It can no longer be opened. Yeah, I have no idea what this is for or what it does. And I was just like, I kind of want to know what this is. So I figured we'd go back and get it. Maybe it has a specific purpose. Maybe it's a story thing. Maybe it's a quest item. I don't know. We'll figure it out eventually. I hope we get some more TMs soon as well. We don't really have a way to necessarily. This is Yeah, this is back in the... Okay, so this is how we got in the first time. Okay, I'm definitely gonna go ahead and use a repel here. Figured we'd get a little experience. Actually, I should double check real quick here. Huh. So normally using the XP up... Okay. Interesting. Does not, or so it looks like that's not getting them Eevee, which I was hoping we could Eevee train more than one Pokemon at a time. But it looks like we can't, and that's okay. Is this where we... Yeah, this is like a little narrow path that we took before. Is this the spot where... Yeah, I think this is where we got our Aron. Yes. Awesome. So there is apparently a breakable wall like that, or several of them in this area as well that I missed the first time I came through here. And those include... my plan had been to come back here once we had Flash, because coming back here with Flash makes sense because it's dark and hard to see. Except the TM for Flash is in this area, which I did not know at the time. So we've had several sections now that could have been made easier if I had done this, and I decided that while we're going back through for that house key, this is a good time to revisit this as well. Duskstone, that was one of the other things I was missing. And the cave readout. So if you've noticed, one of the Pokemon I have in my party is Misdreavus. That may be a clue as to why that Duskstone is important. Okay, so now if we go through here, this should take us out. Back to Reborn City. That's a random Hoppip. Can we grab it? Okay. This wasn't on my list, but we'll try it. Apparently there's just Hoppips that hang out here sometimes. Let's go ahead and just use it. Try using a Great Ball and see if that's enough. Okay. From here, we are heading up to, I believe this is right, Onyx Ward, yep. Oh dear, I lost the key to my home. I must have dropped it somewhere. You found it, oh my god. I'm the move relearner, so I can pay you back for helping me. Normally I charge a heart scale, but since you found this for me, how about this? Okay. I'm going inside now, come whenever you want. Awesome. I'm gonna just real quick here check. Okay, so it's only the ones that are in your party. There's a few things we're gonna do here. The first thing is we're gonna grab Ice Punch. With Nick. See if Miss Travis can learn the same things as Miss Magius. It does not look like it. How many heart scales do I have? I should probably check that quick. I'm assuming they're somewhere in this, and I would have assumed, okay, I've got 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I should be good to do one more then. So I think I'm gonna actually just take a moment here. I'm not sure what this music is, besides not music. We're gonna do a little bit of party maintenance, I guess. There's a few things that I'm going to be adjusting, and a few Pokemon that I just want to get some better moves on. What am I forgetting? Farfetch'd. Psybeam, Destiny Bond, Payback. I had done all this ahead of time, and now I'm changing one thing just because I didn't like the way that it was working, and now I'm confusing myself. Perfect. So I need to get Mischievous up to 41. So I am going to go ahead and use this last candy that we've got. Get Shadow Ball. We're going to go ahead and go over to Duskstone here on Mischievous. get Miss Magius. We're going to use our Sunstone on Drew. I guess real quick, we are replacing Boon with a new Boon, which is Miss Magius. Miss Magius is just gonna have a little bit more longevity, and part of that is move selection. Mystical Fire. I haven't decided exactly what moveset we're going with, but I feel like Mystical Fire, Psybeam, Shadow Ball, and then we have the choice of Magical Leaf, which isn't great, but does give us some coverage, or Power Gem, which also gives us some coverage, but is a little more powerful. I think what I'm actually going to do here is go with Magical Leaf to start with, just because it gives us some coverage in a way that we don't have from a lot of other Pokemon. We have a few good grass types, but we don't always bring them out unless we know that we're going to need them. So if something surprises us, this gives us a little bit better coverage. Whereas I have several Pokemon with Power Gem. Also, Power Gem is learned naturally by Miss Magius, I believe, at 55. So that might... we can always learn it again, basically. For Tassara, we're going to learn Freeze Dry instead of Ice Beam. Now, Ice Beam is a more powerful move in pretty much every way. But Freeze Dry is specifically super effective against water types, which is a really cool thing that doesn't come up with a lot of Pokemon. It felt like a good thing to add. The way is probably going to be my biggest connoisseur here. We're going to grab Boom Burst, which is one of my absolutely favorite moves in the entire game. These are actually really good moves, aren't they? We have good Tailwind users, so I'm not sure we need that. Yeah, we'll go Boom Burst here. And then Dragon Pulse. Dragon Pulse is just really good. So yeah, I think I'm gonna keep Roost and swap Tailwind. Next up is Monkey. Now, I'm gonna go back on what I did just like whenever, what was that, 2 videos ago, whenever we recruited Monkey. And I said, oh, I'm gonna go physical. Then I figured out that Flash Cannon was learnable from the move relearner. And everything changed. Water Spout, Flash Cannon gives us some really good just power. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab Water Pulse, just as a temporary thing. Actually, ooh, we could get Rapid Spin. Yeah, let's grab Rapid Spin for now. Rapid Spin gets rid of like spikes and leech seed and stuff like that, which this game has been using a lot, so could be good. And last but not least, I want to double check here. Crocodile can get Poison Jab. I feel like we have pretty solid coverage for that. Night Slash is the other one. I'm gonna keep Night Slash. I changed my mind on that one. I made this without the game, or I made my list without the game in front of me. Okay. So I feel like that's a pretty good, some pretty good variety there. And that is the Move Relearner. This music is really weird and we're ready to leave now. I'm gonna go ahead and we can now get up to the 7th floor, which are type gems. And there's one in particular that I want to grab. They're pretty expensive, but it's nice to have if we need it. So specifically, I grabbed a flying gem. And the reason I grabbed that is because one of the most important flying moves is acrobatics, which does double damage when you're not holding an item. Now, the way that gems work is they're consumed when you use them. So we're going to be able to equip the gem, the flying gem, use it, and it will trigger. Kind of gives us a workaround where we still get a power boost. So yeah, I think that is gonna be... I'm gonna go ahead and take a break here. We'll come back moments later for you, but much later for me, because I am going to... Oh, actually, real quick here, while I'm thinking about it, I need to... Let's get the name for this. By the way, random aside, if I have Pokemon in here, so this is my box of stuff that I potentially want to use later. If you see something there and you're like, I would love to be that, and you're not already signed up, sign up. I need more names. I'm down to, I think I've got 2 people who don't have names and 2 people who don't have names that they requested at this point. And I'm saying that post Eevees and post this last one, which is Gore-Tex, our Sandile. So yeah, I'm gonna breed some Eevees, and when I come back, show off some new teammates and possibly do a little bit more exploring. Okay, so we've got 6 new, well, not all new, several new Pokemon from this excursion. We've got our updated version of Boone. We've got Ashura, who is going to be our Jolteon. Now, Jolteon's one that I've always really enjoyed, and it was one of the few that we actually had multiple people select. But I've always found it interesting because Jolteon and most of the Eeveelutions, the biggest problem they have is coverage moves. Jolteon has very good special electric moves, but doesn't really bring much else to the table. So this is going to be a very good Pokemon for very specific cases. And I think Jolteon in particular is very good for leading a party through like a surf section or something like that. Where you know what you're going to be dealing with. Or if you just have the ability to power through something, you just need special attacks. I think also, with the way all these fields work, in this game in particular, I think that that'll give some additional value to Jolteon. I've rebuilt Monkey, got Flash Cannon, Water Spout right now, are both very powerful moves, and eventually we're going to be getting, or have the potential to get, Megas in this game. So that'll be interesting when we can get a, because I believe Flash Cannon gets powered up by Mega Blastoise. We have Fen, who is going to be our Sylveon. I need to figure out a little bit more as far as moves go. I think that the big thing we need again is TMs, because one of the biggest values for Sylveon is Pixelate. You can take normal type moves and make them fairy type, and you know she's going to be able to really do a lot of damage, but we need to get our hands on something like I keep thinking Echoed Voice, and that's not it. And I'm not even sure that that those are in this game. Hyper Voice, there we go. We need to get Hyper Voice, or I mean even something like Hyper Beam could technically help here, but in my opinion, the most powerful thing that Sylveon has going for it is Hyper Voice. So I'm hoping in this generation that the stats up for this are based on, I believe, there were move tutors for Hyper Voice, but it wasn't a TM. So I'm hoping that we can get her some of that. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Vortex. High power, high speed, foul play, and earthquake. I haven't found enough other moves for, you know, to replace the others here, but this is really all he needs. So yeah. And then, oh, I just had Crocodile along so we can catch things. I was very confused with myself for a moment. I do have several other Eevees ready to go. I really didn't find a bunch as far as natures go. Like I said, I love Eevees. They're great. They do tend to be lacking in coverage options. So I'm hoping once we find some more TMs, we'll be able to make them more well-rounded. Because I know, like, I think Sylveon can actually get some, like, psychic moves. Maybe something, I don't remember exactly. I don't think that she's gonna get any dark moves, but I think she's gonna get, maybe Shadow Ball? I think Shadow Ball's on the list. So yeah, unfortunately, we don't have access to those TMs yet. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I think we're gonna take this crew through the mountain because there should be one fight here along the way. And I would like to get that out of the way to get, kind of get to the end of this and give a chance to show off some of our new Pokemon. I don't even know what I'm fighting, so yeah, let's just see what Sylveon can do. This is an attack, so brace for impact to eliminate this infestation, to restore the art of God's own nation, to break apart the world above, to find what lies beneath truth and love. Team Meteor, resonating with the eternal light. Run away now, don't try to fight. For justice, that's right. 2-on-1, baby. Okay. So... well, that's not a great start for Fananistra. But you know what? Let's just see how it works. I mean, it isn't necessarily bad either. This is very neutral, honestly. So I'm gonna go ahead and risk the discharge here. Said both of these are very powerful. Oh, this is more than I thought. Okay. Very powerful special attackers. And while they don't have amazing defenses, they don't have bad defenses either. Let's go ahead and bring in Boone. Mystical Fire on a Scavalier. Quick attack on Lunatone. We're gonna risk it. Think we're good? We're good? Golem. And Seismitoad. Okay. Well, we've got Magical Leaf for coverage here. Don't have a good option for Ashura, so I think we switch into Gore-Tex. And hope that that attack is going to be... oh, I forgot that. Yeah, Intimidate is good too. And Golem is electric, so we might get that. I don't know. I think it's Rock Electric. That works. Exceligor. We'll go Mystic Fire over here again. And actually, we can go Earthquake. Because... wait, what? I thought Miss Magius had, must be a cavern thing. Because Miss Magius has Levitate. It shouldn't get hit by earth attacks. Or ground attacks, rather. Nice. So that's our new squad, and I think that that does a good job looking at their... both their strengths and weaknesses. Vortex is just a solid, like, this is the first fast earth-based attacker we've had, I think, on our team. So that'll be nice. Ben hits really hard. And like I said, I think we just need to get some of those other utility moves to really round her out. But we almost were able to take down both of those, both Solrock and Lunatone with those moonbeams and one discharge. Again, Ashura, same thing. And actually, having Discharge, we may be able to switch Quick Feet for Volt Absorb if we end up with a party situation where it's good, where we can have two characters, two electric types that can heal each other or boost each other using that ability. And Boon is just versatile. Mystic Fire, Magic Leaf, both got used, and those aren't even the stab moves. I'm not sure what's going on with the Levitate. Again, that must be a... and actually, I think we got the... No, not Pulse Stacks, Field Notes. I think we got the Cave. Ground attacks hit Flying and Levitate. Awesome. Bulldoze, Earthquake, Continental Crush, Fissure, Magnitude, Tectonic Rage are used twice. It just kills everything. Okay. Yeah. Sound-based moves do more damage. Okay, that's actually really cool. Because sound-based moves... My brain is immediately going to, 210 power Boom Burst with that. Cool. So yeah, that is what we've got here. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna cross the threshold back into Tanzan Cove. And we're gonna pick back up next time. Progressing the story. We're gonna have Team Meteor attacking the mansion. And I'm curious to see how that goes. Hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.